You know, I usually make this type of video around the end of part one or around sometime in part two of a Legends anniversary, but this year's different. I'm making this video during the middle of part one of the Dragon Ball Legends 8th anniversary because so far, this anniversary has been really good. Honestly, I am just extremely impressed with how this anniversary has been going so far because as of right now, the Dragon Ball Legends 8th anniversary, to me personally, is the best start to any anniversary for the game, hands down. And to put things into perspective, right now we're still in the middle of part one, and they started off this anniversary with a Legend unit, which, to be fair, makes sense. Even though Legend is brand new, we expected that because Legend units replaced Legends Limited units, and we always get one during an anniversary. So that makes sense, but the animations for Legend Broly are absolutely incredible. From his attacks all the way down to his transformations, they look really, really good. But we didn't just get a Legend unit and then another Legend unit. We got a Legend unit and an Ultra unit for part one. Let all that sink in. Part one gave us a brand new, Legend unit, which is the newest rarity in the game, alongside an Ultra unit, a rarity that we usually don't get until the end of the anniversary. Like, it's insane that they're willing to give us an Ultra to kickstart the event, because now it has me excited to see like what they're going to do when it comes down to part two and especially part three, right? And we could speculate about part two and part three, like, as much as we want, but I really do want to stay focused on part one. Because for this anniversary, that's how we started off. And both units are good, right? Now, I'm not saying like both units are perfect, right? Because obviously with Broly, if you don't transform with him, you're not going to get all the buffs, right? In order to transform with Broly, you have to get attacked while your gauge is full. As of right now, I've seen a lot of people try to avoid, making that happen, which obviously it's understandable. But it doesn't change the fact that the unit itself is actually very good. Gogeta, like, his active gauge is insane. I actually saw like a comparison between his active gauge and another Gogeta's LF, and it's as long as an LF. So it's an LF that you can't just get or try to skip or whatever the case may be. Like, it's really, really cool. It truly is. Like, both characters are good in their own respective rights, and they are also really fun to play too. But also, we also have a pretty diverse meta right now as well, because you can run sagas for the movies with, Broly and Gogeta on the same team, but I've seen people run Powerful Opponent. I've seen people run God Key, which we'll get into in just a second, and other teams as well. Like, there's been a good amount of diversity as of right now, and I think that is a really good thing, because when we have a meta where we're just stuck with just like one unit or really two units, and they're all on the same team, and that's all that anybody's running, that can get real stale real quick. So having like a healthy meta, in my opinion, is a good thing. Like, I'm seeing like different teams, like people like mixing characters onto like, different teams to see like how they work and all that stuff. It's been really cool. But also the events have been pretty solid too. We have the raid that's going on. I believe we're on the second raid now. I think that they've been actually pretty generous with crystals, because ever since my summon video, and I've summoned on the anniversary banners like multiple times at this point, I have earned, as of right now, 7,000 crystals completely free to play. Entirely free to play, just from the anniversary so far. And we have more to come throughout, the next few months? So just knowing that I was able to farm that much that quickly is insane. It's preparing us for what's to come, right? Whether people want to use some crystals to get the Zenkais ready, or if people want to save up the crystals for part two of the anniversary that should be happening within the next few weeks. Knowing that a good amount of crystals has been replenished completely free to play is awesome. On top of having the 8th anniversary story event, which was also pretty good. And also we have that Chrono Crystal event as well. We have that, which I did complete. We have the Dragon Ball event that happens, I think it's an event that happens every week, so that way we can just, get the drag malls if we're not getting it from scanning codes. Like, it's been good. Like, this anniversary so far has felt like there's never been a dull moment. Like, I've logged into the game every single day and always had something to do. Like, as of this recording, I haven't logged in yet because I just woke up, but I'm gonna, like, after I make this video, I'm hopping on the game. I'm hopping on PvP. I'm getting, like, my dailies done. I'm doing the events. Like, I'm constantly engaging in what they have to offer for the anniversary, which is good because it's a complete 180 from how the 7th anniversary was. Because you guys know, during the 7th anniversary, they hyped it up as the biggest and greatest thing ever. Like Dragon Ball Legends has never done this ever. You guys are gonna love this. And in my opinion, and I've said this too, apart from like a few select things, like adding like ground battles and then part 3 having like dual ultras, that was probably one of the worst anniversaries we've ever gotten. Like, it was poorly managed. There was nothing to do. They literally ruined part 1 because I think they had the part 1 units leaked on Twitter for 5 days before people actually noticed, and then they took the video down. Sure enough, it had UI Goku, so I shouldn't be surprised. But they handled the 7th anniversary absolutely terribly. And right now, for part 1, they have completely done a 180 from how they went about the 7th anniversary, which is something I am so happy about. Because at the end of the day, they could have went the same route and they chose not to. So I can't complain about that. And again, there's still more to talk about. We got cool units. We got, great events. PvP is in a healthy spot right now. And then afterwards, they give us some brand new unique equipment. And when I tell you, this equipment is so insane. Earlier, I did mention God Key, and that being one team that I'm seeing, some people use now. And one of the biggest reasons is obviously 1, because of Ultra Gogeta Blue, but 2, because a character that released during one of the Dragon Ball Legends, Legends Festival events was so bad when he released. This equipment literally was rising that unit from the ashes. And he went from pure rags to absolute riches. Transforming Goku Black got brand new unique equipment. One that people have been anticipating for a very, very long time now. And that unit is incredible. Literally, that unit is, in my opinion, one of the best units in the game. He can tank, he hits hard. Like, he does everything that he should have done when he released now in this current meta. Like, I've seen that unit hit so hard and tank so well that it puts Ultra Gogeta Blue like under pressure, which is crazy because Transforming Goku Black is a yellow unit. Ultra Gogeta Blue, or the new one, is a red unit. So I've seen it all with that Goku Black. It is some phenomenal, absolutely spectacular unique equipment. It literally is like a Zenkai, just as equipment. And if that's what the equipment does, I'm terrified to see what the Zenkai is going to do. So just knowing that they brought a unit back from the dead and made them beyond incredible is insane, because that is how Goku Black should have been when he released during that Legends Festival. So now, this week, if I recall correctly, we're going to be getting a Zenkai for a Transforming Vegeta unit. And then I believe we're also getting another set of unique equipment for LF Broly, if I recall correctly. And if that one is also good, this might be like the absolute best part 1 of any anniversary, just point blank, right? But and we also did get a free-to-play Whis as well. Just it's been very well paced. Again, the characters have been good. The updates that we got, unique equipment, have been great. PvP is healthy. We had like a free-to-play unit, which it's a free-to-play unit. If they're good or bad, it kind of is what it is. There's tons of events to do, tons of ways of getting crystals. Like, there's always something to do. This is how the 7th anniversary should have been, but it unfortunately wasn't. And again, if this is just how they're starting with part 1, I'm hoping that they're going to keep up the momentum for part 2, because remember, with legends, well, legend units specifically being a thing, part 2 is bare minimum going to be 2 legend units. If not, then they could probably go a legend and another ultra again, which would be crazy, right? Because part 3, if we're lucky enough to get 2 ultras again for part 3, that would be crazy. I would love to see that as like the staple for like anniversary. Part 3 is now like dual ultras, but we are at least getting 2 legend units for part 2, because again, Legends Limited no longer exists. It's now Legend. So I'm kind of curious to see like what they're gonna do. Maybe we'll get another multi-transforming unit. Maybe we'll get like something that we haven't really considered before. But the fact that I'm just looking forward to part 2 because of how well part 1 is an incredible thing. This is how you start an anniversary, and I hope that you guys are enjoying it just as much as I am. And if you are, definitely let me know in the comment section below. With that being said, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.